That's where we're going.
Ho, 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 my good people. We are back in your lives, in your ears, and in your face. Welcome to another episode of Papa G's House, the Christmas edition. As usual, co-host, producer, best man I know today, Arthur Carlos Diego Pejero III. Once again, Halloween, and now Christmas. Okay, sweet. We all need to wear Christmas hats. We all need to dress up for Halloween. You're once again the only one that does it.
This is starting to become a thing now.
I know, man. I'm so sorry. You were like, Christmas hats. And I was like, yes, I've got one. And then I couldn't find it.
Ah, shit. What happens?
Well, yeah, you know, what can you do?
It's okay. Well, I'll keep this on, for the both of us.
Yeah. Well, I mean, are you feeling in the Christmas spirit? Do you ever?
No, I do not like Christmas. I've wanted to spend Christmas away from family for the longest time. And this one chick at work, I said like, yeah, but who's into Christmas? She goes like, I'm sorry. And
like
it's like,
everyone?
Don't you dare say a bad word about Christmas. It's magical.
Yeah, I mean, but you do get these like Christmas fundies, like people who like,
love it.
Oh my God, it's Christmas. We're going all out. We're decorating. We're doing the whole bang shit. I don't even have a Christmas tree. Yeah, well, I live by myself. Who am I going to put the Christmas tree up for?
Carolyn and Anna put up a Christmas tree, and it's cool, but I wouldn't go through the effort myself. But that's because maybe people say I'm a Scrooge, maybe they say I'm a dick. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, Scrooge McDick.
Scrooge McDick.
There we go.
That's a great one.
Here we go about being on the receiving end of the dick again. Yeah. But what can you do? I mean, like sometimes, I don't know, as I've got older, the importance of Christmas importance of Christmas, that's not the right way to put it, but mainly just the spirit is kind of leaving me as the years go by. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I mean, I love spending time with my family. I mean, I spend a lot of time with my family. I work with my family. I'm very privileged to see my family, especially my folks, all the time. They live 700 meters down the road. So I've never really had like, oh, no, it's Christmas time. I'm going to spend time with my family who I don't see very often. So Christmas time's like, okay, it's cool. We're going to spend 2 days with the fam. And then, boom. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, my mom is super Portuguese when it comes to Christmas. So she makes enough food to feed an army. But since she's had a second knee replacement surgery, she can't really cook. And my brother and his partner is now taking care of the cooking. So at least there won't be so much food that you'd be like, there's no ways any of us can eat any of this.
Well, I mean, the cool thing about that is, leftovers. If you're doing the cooking, you straight for the next couple of weeks.
But she used to make these like these pastries called rabanadas. Not rabanadas. It's rissoles. People call them rissoles. It's like this little half moon shaped thing. It's either tuna in there or prawns, which is my favorite. So she makes a ton of that stuff. And then it's like this codfish kind of doughy thing, which is actually really great. She makes a ton of that stuff. And then this like similar to like French toast. She makes tons of that shit and all these cookies, and then there's
sounds amazing.
This and there's that, and then there's the actual food, and then there's food after the food, and it's just like
wow, that's
tons
cool.
and tons and tons and tons and tons of food.
That's amazing. Are you doing that this year again? Not.
No.
What you got planned?
I'm not doing any of the cooking, thank God.
I was gonna say I'm not doing anything. I'm like, amen.
Amen. Yeah, I was like, hey, mom, you can't cook. Cool. I'm ordering McDonald's for Christmas. She was like,
go.
No, I don't want the McDonald's.
She got a full-on accent and everything. Oh, wow.
Yeah,
awesome.
Both my dad. Jonathan from VOL?
Yes.
He is still shit scared of my dad.
Oh, yeah?
From when we were kids, he was at my place, and then my dad came home, and this was like, like a Portuguese dad in the job, coming home, fucking shit's like, bah, 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 bah. He's still scared of my dad to this day. But my dad is just like a teddy bear.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, but then again, you have the same connection. I mean, I have that connection with my dad where back in the day, all my friends were scared of him,
Yeah.
And yeah, it's so different how you perceive your father as to how other people perceive him. Like, what are you talking about? That's how we roll. That's how we are.
Would you think kids would be scared of you if you were a dad? Because I think I'm not too sure about me.
I think my nephew's a little bit wary of me because I'm just big.
Yeah.
And I play with him and I go, ugh, and he's like, oh, dad. He gets a little bit scared. But yeah, no, I don't know. I think it's just my size that would be intimidating for a kid.
Yeah,
because I like to think I'm a bit of a teddy bear myself.
Yeah, I dig kids. I get along with kids. So I don't know if I had kids and their friends would think that I'm scary. I don't know.
Kids are rad as long as they're not my own.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No. The answer is no.
Yeah. You want to play with it?
Yeah.
Go home and play with it.
Also, I'm running out. Well, I saw we both like 40 and around that area. It's like we haven't had a kid yet. It's like, oof.
Well, I've sort of got one. I mean, Carolyn's daughter.
Yeah. No, of course.
So I went like deep end into being a stepdad of sorts to a preteen. And thankfully, she's not like one of those horror stories of teenage girls. She's not like, she's actually quite level-headed.
But we were talking about this the other day, dude. It's the whole times, all the times have changed. When I was 16, 14, 15, I don't know where I went 16, 14, 15, but we were out partying and, we were trying to get alcohol and do all that.
Well, also
shit.
when I was in high school,
they don't do that these days.
No, but also in high school, the matrics looked like they were like senior college students. They looked like they were old.
But why has that changed?
I don't know.
It's so strange.
I don't know if it's just the theory
or it's
of
just the way we
relativity
see
thing.
it.
Yeah, the way we see it. But like I clearly remember that there were guys in matric when I was like a standard 7. Where they looked like they
fully
were shaving.
grown men, yeah.
They could have been in the first team.
They could
rugby.
be a father of a family of 4.
Yeah, they could have been mechanics. Or they were just like they were hard.
Yeah.
But like you look at kids now, it's like, is that what matric units look like? It's like what happened?
Well, I think
it must be relative.
Yeah, definitely, bro. I mean, there's no ways we can actually say that because you probably find that the standard 6s or grade 8s and 9s are looking at the grade 12 matrics the same way.
Yeah.
Like, look at this grown ass man.
Yeah. It's like, what is he doing at school?
It's weird how you look at the world that way. Eh?
Yeah.
Or is it just us, like the misfits?
Nah, it must be the way
Everyone.
it is. It must be the way it is.
Yeah. Wow, that's such a weird way to look at it. Now that we've actually explored that whole concept.
Yeah, but
because I remember, I got hit by a matric when I was in standard 6 because I wouldn't go buy his bologna sandwich.
What?
And I was like, I've just been hit by a grown man. It was crazy. Oh no, geez, I endured some abuse, dude. Because all the dudes knew my sisters who were 6 years above me. They had just matriculated. So obviously at that age group, either up or down, you do get, girls hanging out with guys a year below them and so on and so forth. So when I went to school, everybody knew who I was. I was like, oh shit, I'm in for a torrid time. Wasn't that bad, but I managed to hold my own for the most part.
Yeah, well, I'm struggling. I'm struggling to remember details from when I was in high school. But all I know is that I wasn't like the popular kid, but everyone knew about me and I knew everyone.
Yeah.
I didn't get into any issues. I didn't have any fights. I had like one fight with this one guy for some reason. I can't even remember what it was. 2 guys, actually. Don't even remember what it was. After high school, we were like friends.
Yeah.
And then we were like, what were we fighting about? I don't know. We're fighting. It was just like, we just sort of picked each other as enemies.
Yeah,
for some reason.
I saw high school fights as just like these things happen. This is part of growing.
Yeah. I mean, the one dude, he was like quite smaller than me. He came running behind and jumped on my back, but I didn't drop. I was still standing with him on my back. I'm like, what are you doing? And he was like, I'm like,
yeah,
get off me.
Jeez, I got into a few, serious ones back in my day, but like,
really,
yeah, got kicked didn't get kicked out of school, but got sent home, all bloodied, and it was
I
rough.
never got into that shit.
Yeah, no, it's just so weird. It's something I've thought about recently. It's so weird, how that it's just so bizarre that even happened in my life. It's all part of growing.
Then I missed out because I
Yeah,
had,
no,
like,
but
stupid
it's
stuff.
all boys school. Did you go to a co-ed school?
I went to Code. I
Yeah,
went to
so
I went to
it was
Musenberg
different.
High School. Musenberg, massive.
I mean, it's different when it's all boys and it's all growing boys, puberty.
Yeah, okay.
Ego.
So you were in a boys' school.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
it was-
then
it
that
was
was definitely
hectic.
alpha male shit happening.
Yeah,
there.
lots of Barneys and this and that, and then rugby, and then everybody thinks they're harder than each other, and it was, well, I guess it was different for me as well because I was all sporty when I was in school, and then all of a sudden my vibe changed when I started playing music, and then I just ended up chilling the fuck out, and I needed it. I mean, didn't you've had an aggressive streak, haven't you, in your life?
Not in school. Jeez, now come and think of it. Did I ever have an overly or even just a moderately aggressive streak? No, not really. I just come across as hard or aggressive, but it's just my natural face.
You got a resting bitch face.
Yeah, I've got a resting
Yeah.
don't talk to me face.
No, it was it. School rivalries were like crazy back in the day.
Like in school or between schools?
In and between schools.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there was always conflict. It was always, oh, we better than you. You this and you suck. And
The
was
only
crazy.
rivalry I had in school was when I had to direct a one-act play because there was 3 houses in the school. And the people judging it already had an issue with my parents because they owned a pharmacy, and they were saying my parents owed a bill which they paid, and there was turned
politics.
Into, it was political, and then they said my play was terrible and all this stuff, and I went like, I followed the director's notes in the script. I followed that. How could it be terrible? And everyone was laughing. So they gave the award to the house that the person who directed it was going out with her son. So, and everyone was there. It's like, that was fucking bullshit. That's the only time that I actually had any issue, but it was like politics with parents.
Yeah, there was a lot of it when I was in school as well. Just thinking of one where my parents, my whole family is all over the place. So, I mean, I was born in Durban. I grew up for the most part in Durban.
Yeah.
Moved to Cape Town. My mom's family's in Durban. My dad's family's in Durban. Some of my dad's family moved to Cape Town and stuff. So one year they all decided, cool, let's all meet in one place, and they were all going to go on holiday. They booked this house. All the family were going to stay together. And it was unfortunately in the beginning of the school term, and then they alerted my school to say, he's out for this week because he's going to a family reunion. And that was my standard 7 year or grade 9 year. And they dropped me from the first team, from the A team. And I never made it back, just on principle that the coach was like, well, he's a part of the A team. He needs to be, and this is a part of the sport. Be competitive. We need our best players, blah, blah, blah. But then totally went back on his word to say we need the best players, and then kept me out of the A team for the rest of the season. And that actually caused me to quit the sport. And I never played the sport again after that. Crazy, eh?
That's fucking bullshit.
But I mean, it was a summer sport. Like, I didn't want to play cricket. I didn't want to play anything. I wanted to play water polo. And then when I was dropped from the water polo A team, I was like, and on political basis, I was like, fuck this.
We didn't have any water sports because we don't have a swimming pool at Musenberg. We just went to the
got
beach.
the sea.
Yeah, we have the beach, and that's why we did surfing.
Mm-hmm.
There was a swim team, but of obviously reasons they sucked. But we had a rugby team, and we had a massive rivalry between Wynberg and Bergfleet. And after the first team, rugby team would come back to say like, yeah, we won the game, like we won. They go, what was the score? It's like, oh no, they scored 32-12, but we won the game.
Yeah,
We're talking about the fights.
Wow. Okay, yeah. We had a game versus Weinberg called off Grade 9 was a really, really big year for me. There was so much happening. The water polo story, then the rugby. There was a massive brawl on the field. Called the game off.
Wow.
Yeah, it was weird. It was crazy year that year. Hey, my folks were like, "Are we gonna get to standard 8? Are we gonna get there?" Yeah, it was a rough year. It was crazy.
Were you ever a prefect?
No,
I was.
I got colours for rugby, and that was it.
No, I was a prefect
No,
at
I
school.
was a little bit lower down,
Okay.
past middle.
Okay.
With when it came to disciplined people, like I was close to the bottom in terms of ADHD causing trouble. Like I just had a comment for everything when I was younger.
Oh, yeah. Smart Alec.
I was a smart Alec.
Smart Alec.
Yeah, no, it was terrible. I was terrible. Geez, why are we going through memory lane, making myself feel bad here?
Shit, man. It's high school.
Yeah,
It was a fuck.
yeah, it was interesting times, but yeah, it all changed in matric, and I had the best year in matric, so it was cool.
Yeah, there was a few guys in my school that had, like I said in a previous episode, like national colours for surfing, provincial colours for rugby and cricket, and there was a lot of sports guys that came out of Muizenberg, but not many of the academics.
I would imagine a lot of surfers came out
I
of.
knew two guys in my class. Actually, it was two guys in my class. They both got straight A's in matric, and the one guy didn't study. He's certified genius.
What?
He didn't study, and he got straight A's. And he did higher grade maths and higher grade physics, all that shit. Higher grade, he got A's for everything. He didn't study.
I knew a dude like that.
Thomas Slingsby.
Thomas Slingsby sounds like a smart fucking dude.
He was such a rad dude. I dug hanging out with him. He was such a cool guy, but he was so fucking clever.
Jeez, yeah, I knew a couple of dudes like that just would coast through school. Just like, did you do homework? Nah, not really. and you're like, but I also felt like a lot of those people were liars, where they would like work hard and be like, I didn't work hard.
No, he clearly didn't work hard. He went surfing and he went skating and he got straight A's. The other guy got straight A's. He studied hard, but now he's a microbiome scientist, and I'm pretty sure he is part of like the vaccine development.
What?
But
Seriously?
Yeah, but he's living in Norway.
Yeah.
So he speaks now 4 different languages. He speaks English, Norwegian, Afrikaans, 5 actually. English, Norwegian, Afrikaans, Scottish, and Australian.
Australian?
Yeah, because he went to Australia. So when he was hanging out with his mates in Australia,
Australians
he
speak
picked
English.
up the Australian accent.
The accent, yeah.
And then whenever his parents would talk to him,
He speaks
his
Australian.
parents were like thick Scottish, like
Yeah.
you're like that,
Yeah.
you know. Where you'd speak to us, you'd be like this,
Acknowledged.
acknowledged. You'd be speaking to us like this, but when he speaks to his parents, it's like, Mom and Dad, are you going to get it's like it's a totally different language.
Oh, my
So he
word.
speaks 5 languages,
Wow, okay. Including Australian. it
including
seems.
Australian.
Oh, is it that time? Is that time?
I think it's beer o'clock.
I think it's time for a little segment we like to call
Beer of the Week.
Time for a little bit of a change of pace after all those reminiscing about our high school stories. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Like I was saying to you, it made me feel a little bit weird talking about all that stuff back in the day.
Yeah,
but
well,
it's
school.
time. Hey, yeah.
It's cool.
It's cool. It's time for Beer of the Week this week, and it was your turn. What do you got?
I saw a thing from Jack Black called Super Crush, and apparently it's grapefruit.
Let's have a look. Premium citrus-infused beer, Jack Black, Super Crush, Grapefruit Radler.
Yeah.
It has 3% alcohol, which is interesting. Seasoning low, savoring.
Only 3%. What
Yeah,
a
dude.
jip.
11.5 fluid ounces, 340 mils. Just joking. As refreshing as the days are long, a fruit-forward grapefruit-infused beer that'll make your daytime all time. Enjoy out of the bottle or over ice.
They've got a scale here from sessioning to savoring, and it's more on sessioning.
Oh, sorry. I meant Did you hear what I said there?
No.
I called it seasoning.
No, it's sessioning. Jeez.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Let's open this up. Oh, they're nice and frosty.
There you go. Mercy buckets.
Mercy. Oh, it's frozen.
Bullshit.
It's frozen.
That was quick.
Yeah.
Oh shit, they are frozen.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Okay.
This might be an issue.
No, it won't. There we go.
Okay. Let's see. We've never had like a... Nothing's coming out. Nothing is coming. Yo.
Well, it tastes like grapefruit.
Ooh, it smells like grapefruit. Just trying to give it a bit of a...
But it wasn't even in the freezer for that long.
I've got a cold ass freezer, dude, clearly.
Clearly. Okay, there we go. There's some.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, man. Mine's not even... There we go.
Mine's broken free now. Jeez.
Okay.
I like this.
Is it?
Yeah. But I like grapefruit.
Ooh,
Oh,
a
hello.
little bit of it.
Yeah. A little bit of the... Hey?
Only got a bit of a head there. What? Ooh. Ooh.
I like this.
Yeah.
I like this. It's got like I like grapefruit. I can sit on my couch and cut up a grapefruit and chow that any day of the week.
Do you put sugar on your grapefruit like everybody else does?
Nope. No, I don't.
People used to do that, right?
No, I think people still do that. But I just like the taste of. I mean, like with grapefruit, like you take the first bite, you go like, wow, and then like after then, you just taste grapefruit. It's right.
Ho, 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 look at your moustache. Oh, fuck. I waited too long. Damn it. Anyway, let's have...
It's got...
This beer of the week is going pear-shaped.
Yeah, this is a... Yeah. It's
and it's all...
pear of the week.
Ooh, that is nice, hey?
I like it. It's definitely got this... It's got that sourness of a grapefruit.
but
But it's like... It's the same sourness of a
But
grapefruit.
it also gives you that aftertaste of beer.
Yeah, I like it. I really like this.
Ooh, but actually cold is... Cold is like, wow. That is nice, dude.
I reckon...
Sessioning. I will buy 12 of these and go session with
Well,
the
it's only
boys.
3%.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's why they're saying you can session it.
Exactly.
Because there's only 3% alcohol.
I would have a couple of these. This would definitely be
This
like a
is
nice little
actually
party beer.
For afternoons in the sun. You know,
Dude.
You don't want to be drinking a heavy beer in the sun.
This would be perfect.
Absolutely. Wow, what a find.
If you like grapefruit, that is. Because I know some people don't schmark the fruit of the grape.
They don't schmock it, eh?
Mine is already... mine's already...
Yeah, I'm getting there. Just, I'm all wet. I don't know what's happening, bro, but I'm all wet.
The most professional beer of the week
Yeah, I mean,
ever.
come on. It took us 8. How long have we been doing beer of the week for?
I don't know.
And
Since
this is the
episode-
longest it's taken for me to get a full sip of beer in the whole session.
I'm sure the viewers are enjoying
Yeah,
this.
man. Well, listen, this is a bonus episode regardless, right? We said we're going to, you know what? It's the end of the year. We said happy holidays in the last episode. And we were like, fuck, let's just do another one. We're free and available. Let's put an episode out.
Yeah.
While we're at it, click a subscribe, hit that bell, the notification bell. Yes, it is all getting pear-shaped.
Yeah.
And then I'll follow our socials, and they'll come up on screen. Arthur Diego Pear the third. And no, Arthur Carlos Diego Pear the third, and Gareth Howard.
No one can ever say that we don't rehearse and be serious about it. We definitely don't rehearse.
No,
Yeah.
but rehearsing is counterproductive, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Why would you rehearse a podcast?
Why would you even do a podcast?
Exactly. But also, that's another thing. I don't know if you guys have noticed, we've put up a clip of the previous beer of the week. We're going to be doing playlists and stuff. If you guys don't want to watch the full episodes, well, sorry for you. We're putting up clips now of some of the segments we enjoy the most. So look forward to that. That's going to be fun.
Yeah.
A whole playlist of outrageous. That's going to be amazing. So I'm looking forward to that. Cheers. And you've already gone like halfway through your beer. Mine was clearly more frozen than yours.
It just means I'm hotter than you.
All right.
Yeah.
So
discount the fact that it's frozen to shit. But,
I kind of like it.
Yeah, I know.
Also, you know what it does? It makes you drink it slower.
The thing I was going to say is that I think the reason why it tastes so good is because it's so cold.
So cold.
Yeah. Because if this was warm, can you imagine what it tastes like?
Yes, it has to be bitterly cold.
This has to be cold.
That's another thing that you need to consider in terms of rating it. It has to be cold. If this was warm, it wouldn't be as good. Yeah.
Nah, this is absolutely awesome. I love this.
But we're speaking to people who keep their beers cold.
Yeah.
Keep your beers cold, people.
Yeah.
Warm beer is not good. All right. Mike Cubic scale out of 5, sir. I mean, for the listeners, as you guys know, we've got the beer scale called the Mike Cubic scale. We scored out of a score out of 10. The reason why we score out of 5 is we add the 2 scores together. We add it to a list. Mm-hmm. And maybe what we should do, Art's been kind enough to create a graphic of all the current beers that we've tried. Maybe for the end of the year, give them a little graphic of what our scores are and stuff like that. And then take a new graphic into the new year or something to that effect. Mm-hmm. So, you first, sir. The Jack Black Super Crush Grapefruit Radler. Out of 5.
I have to take a few things into account.
Okay, let's go.
The fact that it has to be freezing cold is a bit of like a maintenance thing.
But have you had it warm?
I know.
Exactly.
Yeah, but if it's this good, it can't be this good. Anyways, this you can crush this stuff. It might, I mean, like grapefruit's not to everyone's taste. I like grapefruit. I like how there's nothing in here. It's a 3%er, so this means it's light.
Yeah.
I'm giving this a 4 out of 5, bro. I really like this, and I love the size. I love the size.
I agree. All of the above. It's a natural 340 ml, which is always comfortable in the hand. I like the fact that it's a brown bottle.
Yes.
For some reason, because it's a light beer that's only 3% alcohol, but it looks like you're drinking a proper man's beer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't mean to sound misogynist or anything like that, but you know what I'm saying.
I do.
You know, the brown beer, everybody drinks the Castle Light and Amstel, Windhoek from time to time, but this is a brown bottled beer. It's usually for the harsher kind of, I don't know what it, is there any reasoning to what I'm saying?
I don't actually know. I mean, I'm thinking about whether Pilsners are solely green, but Heineken is also in green.
Yeah.
That's branding, really.
Exactly.
Castle Light is a green bottle, but Castle normal lager is a brown one. Black Label's brown. Windhoek is green. So I think it's purely just by style choice, really.
Yeah. Okay, well, I always feel like the brown bottled beers are like the harder ones.
Well, it kind of looks nice with the color scheme as well.
Yeah, no, I get you. Anyway, I'm going to give it a solid 4 as well. I think it's excellent. I think they've done a great job. I think the infused factor is perfectly mixed in terms of beer aftertaste and grapefruit flavor.
Yeah, this is definitely, like you said, like a sunset kind of vibe, or if you're at the beach or even outside in the summer. This is this is nice. It's so more nice. of a fruit. Yeah, this is a fruity beer. It's more fruit than the beer, but yeah, I like this.
Yeah, because if you drink one of the other Jack Black beers, you can what does it say? Savoring, so you can savor one of their craft beers. This you can session one after the other.
Yeah, you can crush it.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, super crush. So a solid 8 out of 10 on the My Cubic scale. That was beer of the week.
I like
Excellent.
it. I like it.
Cheers.
Cheers, mate.
Last beer of the week of the year.
Last of the year.
Boom.
I must get more of this shit. This is amazing.
All right, that was a nice beer of the week. Jeez, a
Delicious.
very nice beer of the week. Wow. It started with a bit of a shambles with us dealing with the frozenness of the beer.
Jeez,
but
man. That was cold.
It was cold but good, and it's still good, dude. So this is a little segment we like to call Whatchagot. This is how we do things around here. Oh, shit. So I'll start.
Yeah.
So what I've got for this week is something that has... One thing that I do is something comes out, I'm always months behind or weeks behind, or I don't know. I get very stuck into something and I listen to it to death, and then eventually something else will come and replace that, right? Mm-hmm. So I've discovered the project SION. I think that's the right...
Oh, yeah, with Jared Dines
and Howard Jones.
Yeah.
Dude, have you heard any of it? Mm-hmm. It's... Okay, so give me your feelings of it. Give me your rundown.
Well, I just couldn't let that sit there. I thought... I mean, it...
Do you like the additions of the
Yeah.
coasters, bro?
I like it.
I like it.
I like it. Yeah, no, it was cool. I mean, like I heard, like I listened to 2 tracks of the videos that they posted up.
The Blade and
Another
one.
Yeah. Yeah, it was cool. I mean, Howard Jones, I mean, he always sings really well. I was never really a Kill Switch fan, but I did like his vocals.
Yeah.
I did like...
And the riffage?
The riffs are cool. I mean, it was like mixed. It was like a mixed bag, you know. Like there was that metalcore stuff in there, but then there
lots
was also
of samples as well.
Yeah, lots of that stuff. I mean, like they really tried to. Well, not try to. They did. They really experimented with it, but by not straying too far away.
Yeah.
You know, it was cool. I mean, it's not really my, my path of metal.
Yeah.
I like just the straighter and more aggressive kind of shit, the melodic stuff. I don't really whatever, but I was good. I mean, I thought they did really well, and I think Howard Jones sang, his voice sounds amazing.
Yeah, I agree. So what they did is, well, at least what they did for me, is they took previous and nostalgic. Yeah. Previous old 2008, 2009 metalcore, and they introduced an element of today's world. Yeah. And they did a really good job of mixing the two together. Because obviously Jared Dines has been around as a YouTuber for a very, very long time. So he knows his old stuff. And I think what he did, or his idea, was to take the old school and mix the new school in with it and have a happy balance between the two. Yeah. And I really think that they did that. Especially, I mean, it's very hard to listen to Howard Jones sing without thinking Kill Switch. Yeah. So it takes you back to that time where, Alive and not Alive and Just Breathing, the end of Heartache had just been released. It really took me back to that album and to the nostalgia and how I felt when I first listened to that music. And I think they did an amazing job. Look, everything seems so refined nowadays. Yeah. The production was next level, but it did seem like it was new age production. Yeah. But without detracting from the fact that I still really enjoyed the music. It was I think it's great, and I've been spinning it for quite some time now.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. I mean, dude. I mean, all kudos to Jared Dines. I mean, he's also the first YouTuber to be on the cover of Guitar Player magazine. He's got his own signature guitar. I mean, he's doing well for himself. Yeah. And to pull out a project like this with Howard Jones from Kill Switch and it being at that level, I mean, it's really good on his part. It's not really my style of metal that I really, partake in.
It is more so mine.
It's more so yours, yeah. Yeah. But it was nowhere near the metalcore that I absolutely hate, which is Avenged Sevenfold. It was nothing close to that absolute
City
trash.
of Evil.
All of it. It's like,
you didn't like Avenged Sevenfold?
I fucking hate that band.
Wow. Okay, this is something new that I didn't know.
Avenged Sevenfold is shit.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll accept you. I'll accept that.
There's
I'm not
other
gonna go
metal.
into the counter argument.
There's no counter argument.
I enjoy it, Avenged.
Avenged Sevenfold might have had a really great drummer and great musicians, but they just sound like they are just copying and chucking in element. And we're getting besides the point. Anyways, Avenged Sevenfold sucks. I fucking hate them.
We haven't got to outrageous yet.
This would be something in the realm of metalcore, and it's quite far spread from it, but it's still within it a bit. I would
very
listen
much
to that.
in it.
Yeah, but it's not like down the middle fucking
yeah.
metalcore is what I'm trying to say. It was I liked what I heard. I didn't stop the video halfway through, let the videos play throughout, and I was like listening and I was like, yeah, that's not too bad.
Yeah, not too bad at all. I really enjoyed it, and it really brought some nostalgia, and I have listened to it, more than once. Which is, dude, they released it. I don't know when they released it, but they've got 204,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. Yeah, that's
they also
for a new band.
sold quite a lot of album downloads. In the first couple of weeks through iTunes, like people actually purchasing, which is what I do.
Is iTunes still a thing?
Fuck yeah.
Okay. Really?
Yeah. Everyone says like iTunes, the application is what they hate, but iTunes, the music store, is still thriving.
Oh shit! I thought they had done away with it.
No. iTunes music store, that's where I go to buy my stuff.
Okay. So you don't do the Spotify vibe. You just download your.
The only streaming service that I use is YouTube Music, but that's because I've got YouTube Premium.
Yeah.
So I use YouTube Music when I want to stream some stuff. But if there's an album that I really like, I'll buy it, and I would want to get it on CD, but it's harder to get a CD copy without importing. So I go to iTunes.
Yeah, we've had that conversation about the whole CDs. You would prefer to have that.
Yeah.
Still, I mean, that's old school, bro.
It is old school, but it's something I have to just deal with now because there's no ways I can complete my Deftones CD collection.
Yes,
because
you said
I can't
the one
find
CD
a new one.
was bigger than the other or something.
Yeah, it just throws everything out.
Yeah, that's so weird. Like, why change it if it's been the same size?
Yeah. And even with Taxi Violence, their last album that they released, they only did digital and vinyl. So I've got the vinyl and I've got the CDs, but I can't put them together because it fucks me off.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. But the CDs and vinyls and stuff like that, they're like novelties. You know, if you're a collector,
I'm a bit of a collector, but I'm trying to like break that collector kind of mindset.
Yeah,
I'm trying to force myself to think that it's hoarding, and I don't need to, collect stuff.
I mean, I've seen your toy stash, dude,
and there's more.
Wow,
I've got boxes.
I want to still put some more stuff up here, man, just to like get some functionality.
But that SION thing, is that the only real big new thing that's come out?
Whoa! You're asking me. I don't know. I mean, I struggle to keep up because there is so much happening. But that's the one that's really caught my eye recently is the SION. Like I said, I get stuck on stuff and I play it to death. And then when it's, played to death, and I'll try and find something new. I'm a sticker like that. And I also go back to old music. I mean, recently been listening to a shitload of Sublime again.
Sublime?
Yeah, I go through stages.
Why Sublime?
I enjoy Sublime.
Really?
Yeah.
I like Sublime.
This trip to Garden Grove.
I like Sublime in the first days of being in punk rock bands and stuff like that. But yeah,
I don't know. I'm just like nostalgic like that, and another album I just recently went back to was Deep Blue by Parkway Drive. Another one, the one that got me into even playing bands in Atlantic South.
Was that the one?
That was the one. It was actually Karma by Parkway Drive, which was on the album, where they're all like surfing and shit. Let's actually check. I mean, we can take the audio out. This is the song that that took me to, I'm going to start a band.
Parkway Drive, straight out of Byron Bay, Australia.
Sounds terrible. There we go. Karma. Boom. There we go. Man, this is the one that started it all for me. Eh? And when was it released?
Well, judging by the music video, I think it was probably released in like 2000 and...
No, it was earlier. I mean, no, it was after 2000.
Yeah, like 2004 or 5.
No, like 2006, 2008.
Close enough.
Dude, this band did it all for me. Eh? I mean, look at them. Vests, hoodies, vests, bodies.
On the beach.
On the beach.
I just, every time I see bands doing videos on the beach,
dude, it's
I
so
picture
good.
like the people that were on the beach behind the cameras waiting for them to finish so they can go back to swim. and then how they're just like going like, this is so embarrassing. Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this?
Yeah, wearing Ruka apparel of all apparels.
Yeah, let me bounce up and down.
The
See, that bass player looks awkward, dude.
Yeah, but there's a story behind him. Shipwreck boat.
So this was your your gateway.
I just couldn't believe it. These are the dudes that's me. Well, when back in the day,
yeah,
when I used to frequent the beach, but I just think it's awesome. The whole image and everything about them was so sick. And then they end up all surfing and doing their thing, and it's dudes that have a passion project that took them to a place, but their passion was surfing. And I was like, this is awesome. Check. All get into their wetsuits.
Are these guys from California?
No, Australia.
Oh, there's a
Byron Bay.
Of course, Australian. Sorry. Byron Bay.
Yeah,
Forza
Byron
Horizon
Bay.
3 represent. Woohoo.
There we go. And they were all epic surfers. And I was just like, oh my word, what is this? Can you imagine as a young guy going, your favorite music is heavy and you still dig like surfing, extreme sports and all that kind of stuff. And then you get these guys.
Yeah. Yeah, but
doing aerial 360s with a guitar on their surfboard.
Yeah, but let's use a cheap guitar that we get from like Cashies.
Yeah, it doesn't even have strings on it, dude. This
let
part
me get
was
like
a
a
bit
cheap
cheesy.
snare drum.
Yeah.
That
it
guy's
was a
using
bit
his own
cheesy.
bass. Sure.
Anyway, that's good for the music video.
Yeah.
But this was it, I was like, oh my God, I'm sold immediately.
You know what that made me think of? It's totally different, because they playing on the beach and they're trying to be all hardcore and then they go surfing. You ever see the video Peaches by the Presidents of the United States of America?
Yes.
Where they get attacked by those ninjas and they fight the ninjas.
Yeah. I've seen
I
that.
love it. That video is the shit.
Millions of peaches for me.
I love that video. That video is great.
Also, another one was Blind Melon. Do you ever
the one
remember?
with the bee girl.
No Rain, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I used to be able to play that a little bit. Yeah, dude. Shit. I've got VHS tapes at home. I still got them from all the music videos I recorded off TV. It was either on Mnet or on SABC3 or ETV or something. I just got a whole bunch of music videos. And this was from when I was just finishing high school and shit. So this video is from during high school, from 1991 onwards. I got VHS tapes with music videos that we just taped off TV. Probably even from earlier.
Wow.
And and I had Blind Melon on there. I had this band called oh man, what is the name of their Wax. There's a band called Wax that they had 2 videos that were directed by Spike Lee, and I think it was Spike Lee. And the one video was just a slow-mo video of this guy that's on fire running to catch a bus, and the whole video is just like a side shot. I'll see if I can find it. The side shot of this guy that's running. He's just running down the street, but he's on fire, but he's just running to catch a bus. Such a wacky concept. And the other video, which is my favorite, is that they're in a VW bus, the whole band, with the PA system on top, and the singer's driving. He's got a microphone and the drummer and the guitar, and they're just driving around like San Dimas or whatever, just playing the song in the back of the bus, and there's kids like on the bicycles next to them and stuff.
That's amazing.
I got that shit. I got Thunderstruck for 20 minutes, recorded I don't know how many times, because every time we recorded it, they cut the song earlier. So it was like, oh, we have to record it again, and then it was a little bit longer, and then it was a little bit longer, then the intro was missing, and then eventually we got the whole video.
Yeah, I know that.
I got tapes full of that shit.
Do you still have any VHS tapes?
Yeah, I got tons.
Really?
Yeah, I've got a working VHS machine.
Really?
Yes.
Because one thing I wanted to know is, can you go VHS to digital?
I've got a VHS to digital converter.
Do you?
Yeah, but it's not the best. I have to give it another go because the software that comes with the thing just doesn't work. So I had to find some other software online for it to work with.
Because I've got a ton that I want to convert to digital,
yeah, for
sure.
I'm pretty sure there are much better devices than the one that I got. But yes, there's definitely
so you can do it.
Yeah,
I suppose
definitely.
You can. Yeah, for sure. Listen, you can do anything these days. Robots are like humans.
It's the same as this microphone going to a digital signal. It's the same thing. Okay. So you need like it's basically like a USB video card, really. So but you need the software that comes as proprietary didn't really work. So I had to find something else that works. So what I downloaded, the quality is not that great, but also you got like VHS, but it's not that bad on VHS. Yeah.
Remember those DV cameras or like the VHS cameras that you got and you put the small tape and the big tape?
Yeah. My 30th birthday gig, I had the whole gig filmed on those things.
Wow.
I've got those DV tapes somewhere.
Yeah, my 20, I've still got DV tapes full of like when I was in the States, my 21st birthday.
Oh, wow.
That's why I want to like try and find a way. I've even got the Sony camera.
Bullshit.
I swear, I just don't have the charger for it.
You need to get the charger for that, and you need to get the cables, because then you just run
I've
that
got the cables.
Well, then you should be able to run it to the computer and do it straight from there.
Wow. Cool.
You should be able to go Sony Anyways,
yeah. I mean, that's cool though at the same time.
Yeah, but the thing is, you can do it.
For sure.
So there's solutions out there.
We 19 minutes in, we haven't even got to Whatchagot for you.
I've got nothing.
Have you? So good thing I brought everything. But another thing I saw was Glenn Fricker. I don't know if you know this guys. He just released a video one day ago, and he's like, "Why your band's not making, or why you're not getting anywhere." Everybody needs to watch that.
He's done a few of those.
But like the latest one was so cool.
I saw that. I didn't watch it.
Dude, watch it. And then we can review it on the first episode of the year. Dude,
cool.
It was actually so mine. But at the same time, why he's telling you your band sucks, he's giving you motivation at the same time.
Truth bombs, bro.
But truth bombs delivered in such a way where you actually are quite motivated from the message.
Oh, okay.
You know, it doesn't give you like a feeling, you know?
Yeah, but I don't think, I'm pretty sure some of his videos got that response, but he's never been like that. He's like trying to tell you, he's like, this is what you mustn't do.
Yeah, and this is what you must do.
This is what you must do. And then people take it like, that's why he has like the butthurt of the week is often people that take those messages wrong. He's just trying to help everybody.
For sure.
So, yeah, it's a great series. He's done a lot of them, but I haven't seen this one yet.
But watch the one that he released yesterday. It's going to be, I just want to hear your feedback.
Cool.
Basically. That's all. Should we get on to the sports?
Yay, sports.
All right, it's been a crazy year of sport. Oh my word. First of all, happy to have the sports back after so long. Lots of sports coming back from hiatus after the whole lockdown and all that kind of jazz. Then going to the dramatic and political finish of the British and Irish Lions tour. The political and dramatic finish of the Formula One World Championship. All the drama and suspense and everything that's happened within the UFC. It's such a great way to bring sport back into our world. I couldn't be happier that sports is where it's at the moment. Mm-hmm. And I just want to ask you, what are your top moments from this year?
Well, my top moments of sport. It was the one that pops into mind was beating the Lions, but that was because I was
And all
with
the
Kevin.
Rusty Erasmus shit that came with it.
Yeah, because I was with Kevin for his birthday, and we were watching these games, and it was just rad.
Insane, yeah.
The whole of Formula One for me was a highlight.
The whole year.
The whole year.
The yo-yoing of the championship lead.
It was
Silverstone.
It was a great season.
The most memorable of the year. I mean, of all time.
Yeah, of the year, yeah.
I mean, of all time.
I don't know for all time.
Of recent times.
Of recent times, I think. I mean, still as a young kid watching Senna winning his first championship for me is the most memorable because that's the one I remember the most because I was sitting with my dad every
For sure.
race and it's like, oh shit, he's gonna do it. Seeing that, but yeah, this was a fucking. Yo, this was like movie shit.
Yeah.
And like I said, that I gained respect for how Lewis Hamilton handled it post race, but I'm losing it because of how he's handling it now. It's like, come on, man.
There's talks that he's going to retire.
It's such absolute
It's nonsense.
dog shit.
I think it's all media to hype.
That's all media. He doesn't want to speak to anyone, and then the team is like saying, yeah, he's still feeling hard done by. He doesn't want to speak to anybody, and it's like, dude, I feel sorry for you, but this shit happens.
Yeah.
It's happened to a lot of people. It happened to Senna. He lost the championship to Prost because Prost went straight to the stewards to complain that he got back on the road through the safety.
He's also won
path.
a championship by 1 point.
Yeah, it's like there's so many drivers that have had hard done by and worse, and with way worse politics. When if you could look at it as officials made a stuff up, but again, it's like if they let the lapped cars go earlier, the result would have been the same.
It was a matter of 40 seconds.
It was a matter, yeah, exactly. So it's like, I don't think people were out against Hamilton. They were just wanting to have a race. The way they did it is possibly questionable. I watched Juan Pablo Montoya talking about it, and he said it is unfair on Mercedes just because like they changed their approach twice through the thing, and it is unfair. But then fucking Red Bull took the chance to pit immediately for that glimmer of hope that something would happen, and Mercedes didn't.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it was a clusterfuck of decisions that they were also part of, and it's nothing. It's not like a conspiracy. Is the only thing you can look at is like they handled it incorrectly by allowing the lap cars to go later, which turned it to be an unfair thing for Mercedes. But it still stands.
Yep.
He still lost it, and it's been a hard fight. And I think they both deserved it. Max has got it now.
Well, I mean, he also, in all fairness, if you look at straight stats, he won most of the stats.
He did. I mean, Max.
He was
Max
first in most of
Max performed really well, but
areas, yeah.
you have to look at Hamilton being on the up streak towards the end there. So obviously he's feeling hard done by. Hamilton is not the best of losers.
No,
he's definitely not the best of losers.
Well, nobody wants to lose.
No one wants to lose, but there are people that will either be super aggressive and be angry, but like not like how they're painting him like he's sulking.
Yeah, but I mean, you can also put yourself in that position. You're equal in the championship. This happens. I can understand how he's feeling because it's the last race of the season. He managed to work himself all the way back and redeem himself for the shaky start of the season. But that's not how it works. At the end of the day, you go race by race. And unfortunately, some races end in controversy, and just because it was the last race of the year, the fact that it ended like that, you can't hold it against the drivers. the only people that you can hold it against is the stewards and the FIA. But at the end of the day, he was also, Bono was extremely conservative. Stay out, track position, blah, blah, blah. If he used that free pit stop and was on soft tires, he had the stronger car, he could have kept his position.
Exactly,
so,
like I said, yeah.
Yeah, so
exactly.
At the end of the day, it's a worthy championship win by Max Verstappen. What do you expect for 2022? It's going to be an extremely interesting year. It seems like in terms of aerodynamics, everybody's going to be on equal footing, depending on what teams do what. How's Haas going to do?
Well,
and more.
Funny saying that with Haas.
Well, I'm interested.
They're not going to be a front runner. But
could they make their way? Could they make their way up? No, I'm recording a podcast. Well, where were we going? What were we talking about? Haas?
Dude, the thing is, like with Haas, they didn't do any development on their car this year. They're concentrating on next year.
Yeah.
They are clearly hoping to move to be a midfield team. I definitely think that they could do that. I don't know if they'll be challenging, but then again, even the drivers are going like, who knows what will happen next year? And then like they even said like maybe Haas is going to start winning races. Who knows? Who knows? I mean, I don't know what the regulations are going to do to everyone, but I still think Mercedes is going to be strong. They've got a huge team, and they've obviously have enough money to be able to split, have a team looking on the next car while developing the current car. Red Bull, they're going to be on the back foot because now they're running their own engine. So I don't know if Red Bull's going to be doing anything. Ferrari, I reckon Ferrari is going to be pushing hard to get back on top because now they're going like this. This hybrid era really sucked for us. We got to fucking make. We can't keep Raikkonen being the only guy to win the championship from 2007 on our roster. We have to fucking do something.
For sure.
So I reckon
they got good drivers in Ferrari, Leclerc and Sainz.
I reckon Ferrari and McLaren are gonna be gunning hard. I reckon Red Bull's gonna be on the back foot because of their whole new engine system or their new plan. I don't know what they've done, but I reckon Haas might surprise a few people with some decent results on par to what they've currently
Well, that's what I'm saying. Do you think they could make themselves a little bit higher up and
of course they can
compete with the likes of Williams and
of course they can. Haas's whole thing when they came in that they were like low budget, and when they came in they were actually quite a good midfield team. They were doing well in their first season. So they've got the know-how. It's just that I don't know what happened in the last couple of seasons. It might have just because of them losing sponsors, not having that money injection, but there's also a budget cap, so it's going to be playing into everyone's favor. I reckon Haas could actually step up a few positions. They might end up being like 14th in the championship as opposed to not 14th. They could be 8th instead of 10th.
Yeah.
And
so
you see, depends.
You see Mick Schumacher is now going to be a Ferrari reserve driver?
I saw that, but he's still going to be racing for Haas, though.
Yeah. But it's like Russell was with Williams and Mercedes.
Yeah, but Mick Schumacher has been a Ferrari driver for the last 6 years. He's been with Ferrari. That's why he's with Haas, because they got Ferrari engines.
Quick fire round. How does George Russell do next year?
George Russell is going to do well.
Okay. Lando
Norris, I think he's probably going to improve. He finished 7th on the table this year. I reckon he'll probably be like the highest 5th.
Max Verstappen.
Max Verstappen is going to be like 2nd or 3rd.
And Valtteri Bottas.
Valtteri Bottas is going to be like 8th or 9th.
Wow. Okay. That's my quick fire round for you.
Yeah.
Right. So that's Formula One. I'm looking forward to 2022. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting. It's going to open up a lot of eyes, and I think it's great because also Drive to Survive has really brought a lot of new fans. And why are you laughing?
Drive to Survive is going to be fucking like so overly dramatic.
Yeah. It's going to be good.
It's going to be funny.
I'm looking forward to watching season 4 for sure. I know, overly dramatic. I know how
it's gonna be.
That's why Max Verstappen doesn't want anything to do with it.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's going to be dramatic to watch. It's going to be interesting. I mean, can you imagine how they're going to play Silverstone and the other race where Max landed on top of Lewis? That is going to be 2 epic episodes to watch. I can't wait.
I just hope that they don't play the bias card by making Max look like the villain in this whole story.
You know what? They may just do that. Why? Because
Because of how it ended.
No, because of how he doesn't want to cooperate with Netflix.
Probably.
So they could create the narrative that
Yeah.
he is the villain because he doesn't want to be involved in the series.
Yeah.
So that's going to be interesting. Check that out. That's a cool little conspiracy that we've just come up with. And then what I wanted to do, just for a UFC recap, I know you're getting into it slowly but surely.
Slowly but surely.
I wanted to do a little rankings challenge. And then we can go into one segment that I want to do, and then outrageous.
Cool.
But the UFC rankings, I want to just go through, and you can tell me who you know and whatnot.
Okay.
But we're going to play a little game to say who will or will not be champion in 2022. So,
Okay, give me names.
women's featherweight, Amanda Nunes. I think she's going to stay there because there's not many fights at women's featherweight. Women's bantamweight, Juliana Pena is currently the champion. She beat Amanda Nunes. We spoke about that. Crazy upset.
That was an impressive fight.
Will she be champion in 2021? No. Reason why? She's going to rematch Amanda Nunes, and Amanda Nunes is going to beat her. And then it's going to be a trilogy.
So you reckon Nunes is going to take it?
Nunes will be champion, bantamweight champion next year. Valentina Shevchenko, women's flyweight. Yes, she will remain champion. She doesn't have any current contenders that will be able to take her out.
Okay.
Women's strawweight, Rose Namajunas. Yes, she remains the champion. She's just beaten the number one twice, who is Zhang Weili. So I don't see the only option I see for her is Carlo Esparza, who Rose has lost to previously, but she was nowhere near as good as she used to be. I mean, she was nowhere near. She's way better than she used to be, basically. So Rose stays as champion. Heavyweight, Francis Ngannou. No, I think Cyril Gane is the champion 2022. Any of these names ringing a bell?
Nunes and what's her name? The two chicks that were fought the last match. Those are the only 3 that I've seen play.
Light heavyweight, Glover Teixeira. No, he gets beaten by Yuri Prohashka, I think. I think Yuri beats Glover. I think Yuri is the next light heavyweight championship. Middleweight, Israel Adesanya. He's reigned supreme. He failed at light heavyweight. He's fighting Robert Whittaker coming up. Does he remain championship next year?
I kind of hope he does, because I liked what I saw I liked what I saw from him.
I was gonna say no, because Robert Whittaker's fought him already, but I'm gonna say yes because he is that good, and he's just shown time and time again.
Yeah.
He's
got great temperament as well, which I really
he's just
like.
always so calm.
Yeah.
Welterweight, Kamaru Usman. Yes, he remains the champion. There's no contenders, I think, that can beat him.
Yeah, I would say
besides
that as well.
the boogeyman, who may be in the form of Khamzat Chimaev, but we don't know this. Lightweight, Charles Oliveira. Charles has been on such a tear, and he's fought the best of the best recently. Like Dustin Poirier beat Conor twice, although Conor's not the person he used to be, but he's been on a championship run. But no, I think he remains the champion. I think it's possible that Islam Makhachev could beat him in 2023, but I don't think he's going to get that shot. Ooh, no, I disagree.
You
I disagree.
with yourself there.
I think Islam Makhachev is the champion by the end of 2022.
Okay.
Featherweight, Alexander Volkanovski. I think Max Holloway will be the champ because they're going to fight for a third time, even though he's lost twice. I
I
think
like Max Holloway as well. I saw a highlights reel of him, and I also like the way he fought.
Yeah,
he's quite he's very direct.
he's got the record of most significant strikes thrown in a title fight.
He's very strong with that.
Insanely good.
Yeah.
Insanely good. Bantamweight, Aljamain Sterling, who's currently the champion. He got the championship via DQ against Peter Yan. I don't think he's champion. I think Peter Yan will be champion, undisputed champion, 2022. Brandon Moreno. I say yes, he remains the champion, but he needs to get through Figueiredo for a third time.
I don't think I saw anything of theirs.
For a second time. He's lost once, but that was a hard-ass fight. So I hope he stays because he's also the first Mexican-born champion.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's my UFC who will be champion.
Well, definitely take
2022.
notes. I'm gonna save these clips.
Yes.
And we're gonna review them when they happen, and we're gonna see how close we were.
Absolutely. Yeah, that sounds good. So that's the sports, I reckon. Lots of stuff to look forward to. The rugby, Formula One, UFC, all that good stuff. It's going to be a basketball.
Yeah.
The basketball season's looking a little bit interesting at the moment. My Dallas Mavericks aren't doing too well. The Lakers aren't doing too well. The Warriors are on fire.
That's good.
So it's going to be an interest. The Suns are on fire as well. They just blew out the Lakers. So that's going to be an interesting season. But we'll be back to cover the playoffs and all that kind of stuff. We'll be back in 2 weeks. But to cover all of that. And then what I just wanted to say, 2021, what are you thankful for?
It's been quite a big year for me in my personal life. I mean,
Indeed it has. You're a homeowner.
yeah. It's been something that I've always wanted to do since I finished school, to have my own place, and it's only taken this long.
Hey, better late than never.
Yeah, 26 years after the fact. So 26 years of hard graft and making bad career choices and bad decisions, and then slowly trying to work my way back into it. That's been a big thing. So I suppose for the thankful bit is that I managed to stick it out and have a job that's leading me on a career to enable me to do that. So yeah,
amazing.
It's been big for me in that sense.
Awesome.
And also starting to play drums a bit more. And you?
Oh yeah. Well, lots to be thankful for on my side. First of all, I'm thankful for my family, my health, everything.
Yeah.
Through these times, it's been touch and go for the last 2 years. You never know what's going to happen. So I'm thankful, first of all, for my health. I'm thankful for my family's health, but more so, I'm also thankful that I'm getting back into the creative swing of things. You mentioned getting back into drums. We jamming together. Mm-hmm. You've joined your system on the drums. Official announcement pending. It's been a wonderful experience. It's been great. I just had my first jam session with Nathan.
Yeah.
There's a picture of us as a band 7 years ago. We have rekindled our we never were not friends, but we've rekindled
sparked it up.
Our creative relationship. We've written 3/4 of a song.
That's good.
I'm seeing him tomorrow to carry on writing that song. So Atlantic South is making a comeback in 2022.
That's good.
Ill System's coming back with a bang. Another thing I've got to be thankful for is you, dude.
Oh man,
and to be honest, you've really injected so much energy into this show and to my life personally. I just wanted to thank you on air for everybody to know that. And you know, a lot of people have actually said to me that you have changed the dynamic of this entire show for the better.
And
it's been fucking great. We're not stopping here. Dude, from episode 74, like from episode 1 to 73, for me that podcast is done, but it's not done, but I feel like we started a new show altogether. Episode 74. This is where we are now.
Yeah.
Look forward to 2022 where we're just going to fucking rock it.
Yeah,
And
it's gonna be rad to find that one thing that just pushes it to the next level.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to it. And it's a no give up fucking attitude. And dude, this is so much fun. We do it every week. We sit down, we flap our fucking gums.
Yep.
And we have a good time talking about all the shit that we're interested in.
Yeah.
So
That's
thank
cool,
you.
man. No, thanks, man.
And all the other things that I'm thankful for. And I think it's time for Outrageous.
This is
Outrageous.
God damn, I hate it.
All right, so now all that soppy shit is out of the way. It's time for Outrageous, ladies and gentlemen. So, as we do every single week at the end of every episode, we look to the Eddie Van Halen style cell phone cover to find the list of things that Art really hates, or the things that he really rages about. So I choose a number. This number I'm going to choose today is an odd one. Number 3.
Oh shit.
What do you got? It's a good one when he starts giggling.
No, you're gonna laugh
Okay.
because
Let's go. I'm interested. It better be good now, bro.
4 chord structures.
Oh, shit. But we've already discussed that one already. You need to remove that off we've already done the 4 chord
Did we?
structure thing. Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank God.
We did the
because
4. Okay. 4.
4. Ah, yes. You spoke very roughly about this earlier. Nostalgia in pop culture. Now, what I mean about that is that, there's good and bad nostalgia, you know. So, like, for instance, the new Spider-Man movie that's playing, it's moving the story forward, but it's also using part of the story to bring nostalgia back into it, you know. They did that. They tried to do that with the Justice League movie before they allowed Zack Snyder to make it again, where they used the old Superman and the old Batman theme in the thing. So it's like, oh, this nostalgic thing. And it's just like cheapening everything about pop culture, where pop culture used to be a very current and now thing, right? Like the 80s was the fucking 80s. Everything was like, you know, the synth wave that was happening. But now pop culture is all about stuff that happened in the past. It's all built on nostalgia.
Yeah.
And the biggest thing for me is it's like, what identity are we actually injecting into our time now? It's all about what happened before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like everything, I mean, like,
They're trying to pull on your heartstrings.
yeah, but the only thing that I see that isn't really playing on nostalgia to a big extent is actually metal. Because that is like, metal is constantly moving forward. They might bring in ideas from the past, but they expand upon it and they turn into something new, hence metalcore.
Yeah.
And metalcore is when Avenged Sevenfold was big, that was the worst time for metalcore for me. That's why.
To you.
In general.
Yeah.
But like, obviously it's moving forward because then there was Gent, and now Gent is fusing in with that, and it's always moving forward. Metal is always moving forward.
Yeah.
Pop is constantly looking back now. There is like pop music and indie music and movies is all just driven by nostalgia. And it's like why are you so scared about like doing something different or moving forward? And it's like that with everything. I mean, like, there's so many stuff that I like that even with fucking cars, they bringing back stuff from old cars, like old marks. Like they bring back the Supra, like the Toyota Supra.
And they like to call it reimagining.
Yeah, but it's all they're doing is they trying to build the nostalgia or like the iconography of the Supra to sell this car. But meanwhile, it's a BMW with a different body kit.
But it's the same thing they did with Volkswagen with the Bug.
Yeah, that shit.
That
you know, it's like there was a big kind of retro style with cars.
They even did it with surfboards. They brought back the fish. You know.
Yeah, but it's like nothing. It just for some reason to me it feels like there's nothing new anymore. And it's getting worse because now nostalgia is playing like a massive impact. And when somebody does something new, even with music or with movies, it fails, it tanks. No one goes to see it because they just want to get what they want.
Well, I've got a counter
I
for
would
that
love to hear one.
in one Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah, I see. I don't really listen to Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah, now he brought back the whole pop punk kind of Blink 182.
Yeah, but see, now
with
that's
Travis
bringing
Barker.
but he grew up with that stuff, so
Yes.
he's bringing it back. That's still nostalgic.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he's uber successful in doing it.
Well, then that just strengthens the point.
Ah, fuck. Okay, yeah, okay. I was, yes, I agree with you.
You know what I mean?
I know, 100%.
It's
But is it all bad?
no, obviously it's not all bad.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's like everything is good in moderation. But when everything is solely dependent on nostalgia, or it has to be like these Marvel movies are all connected, so now all the movies are tied into
Yeah.
each other. So you have to make like this huge big tapestry for it to be worthwhile. So like you have to go fucking to the ends of the universe and back to make something new big.
Yeah.
But if you want to make money, if you're like a pop guy, if you want to make money,
Isn't
you
that
just
the whole driving
copy.
force behind it all?
Yeah, but you want to make money, right? You do, obviously. I mean, like, there's no such thing as selling
What's
out.
better than making money? Nostalgia.
Yeah, and that's the easiest way to make
Yeah.
it. And that's the thing that's the problem for me. Because like if someone was like, I want to write a song, and I'm feeling like this is the best stuff I've ever played, and it's original and doesn't make any money. And then the guy goes, shit, now I need to actually make some money now because I've got like a kid to feed and stuff. And then he writes like this piece of shit song that takes him 5 minutes, but it harks back to the 80s and makes him tons of money. You think he's going to really enjoy that, like, in his heart? You'll be like, geez, I'm glad I got all this money. I'm going to play the song. But in the back of his mind going like, why the fuck didn't you listen to my other
Or
shit?
maybe it's just going to like people and going, haha, I told you it would work.
Well, if he
If
was
that's the
forced to do it.
motivation.
Yeah, if that's the motivation.
But I didn't think it's also in terms of music specifically, and in terms of movies maybe.
yeah.
It's not the creatives that are making that decision. It's the studios. It's
Some
the
creatives-
record labels.
Yeah, for sure. But there are some creators
Yeah.
who go like, listen, we have to do this because this is not going to work because they know how it works.
Yeah.
They know that nostalgia is a big thing.
Young Sheldon,
Young Sheldon.
Young Rock.
There you go.
It's
Everything
like they're
is-
going, oh, The Rock,
There's-
and then they're doing this, and they're doing
prequels
Big
to
Bang
movies.
Theory.
Yeah.
Then shit, Big Bang Theory's gone, so let's make Young Sheldon because
Yeah.
now we create.
Because there's no ways to really go forward. So
Yeah.
let's look back
Yeah.
and it's like do like a prequel. It's like, let's find out how Indiana Jones got his hat. Who gives a fuck how he got his fucking hat? That kind
How
of
did he
story.
get his hat?
Who cares? But like that was what that was Last Crusade. That's with not Joaquin. It was River Phoenix. It was the young Indiana Jones, and it shows how he get his hat. But like that was like the start of all that stuff.
Yeah.
But nowadays it's like they did that with the Star Wars movies. Like how did he get the Millennium Falcon, and why is this called that? Where did he get his jacket from? Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
It's like, why look back, move forward? And then even with the Star Wars movies, the last 3, it was supposed to be new stories, but they were just cribbing off the old ones.
Yeah.
And
And
then
maybe
they
not
bring
trying
in,
to find a connection between the
but
old
then they
and-
also just bring in the old characters in because, like, hey, look, so and so is
Nostalgia,
back.
yeah.
So it's nostalgia. Oh, we got to watch it. Like Han Solo is back. Yeah, that's the reason why all that fucking that's what drives me nuts. Because like if you're making a story that brings back to nostalgia, but it's actually worth it, then fine.
Yeah.
But if you're using nostalgia just to make it sell, then go fuck yourself.
And you'll probably find all the nostalgia is strewn all over the trailers and stuff like that.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Even the first of the last 3 Star Wars movies, the whole trailer where it showed like that Rey or whatever her name is, and then right at the end of the thing, you just hear like Han Solo in the back's like, Chewie, we home. Then it's like that was the first time you see it, and then you watch crowd reactions of people watching the trailer, and everyone's like, oh, and then they see at the end, and everyone goes, nah, it's that. There's where nostalgia works. And it's disheartening because like if you're trying to be a creative or you're trying to come up with something original, no one's gonna fucking buy it.
But you know how you see how everybody watches and they're like, oh, there he is, look, there he is, you know, that character from that, and then they get all excited. And dude, it's psychology.
It's massive psychology. But it just shows how easy it is that can work.
Totally.
And it's really, I mean, it sucks. I mean, like it's one thing for me having Van Halen patterns everywhere, but that's because I've been a fan and it means something to me.
Do you like the fact that I brought up your phone cover?
I love the fact that but like it means a lot. Like Van Halen means like a shitload to me. Yeah, I can't really express to people why.
No, for sure.
It's a whole lot of story. But like if people were just having this because Van Halen died.
Yeah. Just quickly for everybody to know, he is a huge Van Halen fan. Not only did he cover his cell phone with he gave his whole car a livery of Van Halen.
Well, my
not the whole car. You gave certain elements.
I'll put up a picture.
Yes.
Now,
there's the livery.
Yeah.
And I think it's cool. I mean, you're into that kind of stuff. And now, remember, you had I'm sure it's on the picture.
Yes.
Okay, great. I mean, you liveried your car, your Volvo, with Van Halen. Yeah. I think that's like the dopest thing you've done this year.
I love seeing that every time I get in the car. I see that little splash of color in the center console, and it's like, Eddie, and even the car is called Eddie.
Oh, really? Okay, awesome. Not to be mistaken with Eddie.
Yeah, from Iron Maiden. Yeah, but dude, I mean, there's like nostalgia. It drives me nuts when I know like the motives behind why they use it. Like the whole Stranger Things thing.
I haven't seen it.
That whole show is built completely on nostalgia for the 80s, even though none of it is 80s. But it's like, it's 80s. And it's just selling the whole concept of 80s. Yeah. But you could easily make that movie set in the 20s or made in the 2000s and it would still be the same show.
What about reboots?
No. Why? Reboot? Why reboot?
Did you not enjoy the It reboot?
No, not really.
No. Any reboot?
Well, there was a reason to have it rebooted.
Yeah.
Because the miniseries wasn't that good.
But that's the same concept, nostalgia. It's just the same story recast.
Also, the thing behind that stuff is that the people that grew up watching that stuff, they are now in positions where they can motivate this shit to happen. Yes. So they go like, I remember watching it when I was a kid. Yes. I want to see that. It's going to be
it's going to be a revolving door for the rest of existence.
Door. Yeah. Even my dad.
Wow, that is definitely something to fucking rage about.
Well, dude, you go to bars now. Remember when we were kids? You go to bars and then you hear like Summer of '69 and Sultans of Swing. But now you're going to bars, you hear like Nirvana and Pearl Jam because the people our age are now the managers and they're playing the music that they like.
Yeah.
It's that kind of thing. But that's not, I mean, that's just people like injecting. That's normal. That happens all the time. And it's like, but the one thing that drives me fucking nuts is that it pushes the prices of comics and toys through the roof because everyone is going for the nostalgia thing because now they got money to get back the stuff that they used to have as a kid. And then they paid all this crazy shit, crazy amount of cash. And when you try and find it and you go like, you just stumble upon it. It's like, I used to have this. This is rad. It's like, how much is it? They go, it's like 5,000 rand. It's like, 5,000 rand? You no, sorry, bye.
Yeah.
And it's because assholes push the price up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very wide thing to moan about, but the main reason for that was purely the Star Wars movies.
For sure.
That they could have done something really great with the Star Wars movies, but they forced in the old shit for nostalgia to get people to watch it because they knew that those movies were so shit. So the only reason why they would actually make money with these shit Star Wars is that they bring in the stuff that people like from the original Star Wars movies and hoping that they would think it's good because of it. Fuck Star Wars.
Fuck George Lucas.
No, George Lucas is cool. George Lucas is cool. Star Wars, Disney, and the chick that's Kathleen Kennedy, you guys can go fucking suck a bag of dicks. Serenity now!
That was the best outrageous just ending ever.
Y'all can go suck a big fucking bag of dick.
So that's outrageous, ladies and gentlemen. I do get what you're saying, but also something random that you said earlier that triggered something is, why don't we get like comedy clubs and stuff like that in our area, like Cape Town and stuff? We don't have like a place where you'll go and get like 3 comics to stand up.
There were a couple. I'm pretty sure they all died. There was one in Woodstock. There was one at the waterfront. There was
Comedy Warehouse in Somerset Road.
To be fair, I went to one, and only the one dude made me laugh.
Wow.
And then the other 3, they weren't funny.
It's such a dying breed.
Yeah, South Africans, they're not big into stand-up comedy.
Why?
I don't know. They just like their shit music in the shit Star Wars movies. They don't like seeing people actually putting effort into something, whether they suck at it or not. They just don't want to give them the shit. They just want to have something that they fucking know, and they're going to pay the money for what they want. And then that's fucking Star Wars.
Star Wars.
South Africans are worst with this shit. I promise.
Yeah, bro. We got some issues.
Yeah, comedians, dude. I mean,
I would love to see some comedians rolling the town, and I'd definitely go and support. Hell, if there was an opportunity, I'd maybe even go try my hand at it.
You might as well.
So yeah,
I knew a guy who did a stand-up bit.
I'd love to do a stand-up set.
Yeah, it's not easy.
I know it's not easy. I mean, I've done a ton of talking live and stuff like that. So that's one thing that I'd love to do, is just try like a 10-minute stand-up set.
Awesome. I reckon I would be fucking.
Dude, you'd be the best. You'd be the best. No, but the cool thing is you would just rant about shit and people would laugh.
Dude, you should have seen. I did a drum workshop for Bothners. It was at Grand West.
And like the most aggressive drum clinic ever.
Yeah, I played with. I had Verona Walls play with me, and then I was just telling them stories. And I was just telling them stories about my experiences of being a drummer and what I've learned. But I wasn't like teaching them. You got to look at this. No, unfortunately not. But then afterwards, some guy was like, "Yeah, I liked how you turned that into a stand-up show."
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was rad.
Shit,
it's not easy, dude.
Well, we've been running long. That was a great outrageous. I really enjoyed it. But fucking, how did Star Wars take most of the hit?
Star Wars is a big thing. I've got a lot of Hot Wheels Star Wars toys that I just want to get rid of because I hate Star Wars now. And I used to be a huge fan of Star Wars. These last 3 movies fucked it up for me. I fucking hate those movies. They are spitting in the face of people that actually grew up with this shit. Because of nostalgia.
Why. I haven't seen. I'm not a big Star Wars or any of that kind of guy, but I just need to now see it just to believe it.
It's trash. You're not missing much.
Happy holidays, bro.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, you too,
I don't know when this is going to come out, but I hope you guys have enjoyed this little bonus episode of myself and Art just going off about random shit like high school. Everything else, that was interesting to start. I mean, even between the segments, I was like, what the fuck were we talking about, bro?
Yeah.
But it's nice to get that kind of stuff out. And I suppose it lets everybody get to know us a little bit better. So here's to 2022, dude. It's been such a fucking epic run.
Ace, bro.
I think we're almost at 30 episodes as a duo.
Yep.
Here's to many more. Everybody, stay safe during this holiday period. If you're on the roads, please drive safely. Wear your seatbelt. Don't drink and drive. Smoke and fly. If you want to subscribe, hit us a subscribe. If you want to like the video, please like the video. It helps with the algorithm. Follow our socials. They'll be up on the screen. And for us, from Papa G's House Podcast, the duo that you will come to know and love going forward. From myself, Gareth, and from Arthur Carlos Diego Pereira III, we wish you a happy New Year and a Merry Christmas. See how I did that the other way around? Dude, it's been fucking rad. Any parting words on your side?
We'll see you next year.
This is Papa G's House, episode 108 with me and my good co-host, Art Pereira. We'll see you next year. Peace. That's where we're going.
This is how we do it.